This is a time for America to see that the warnings about civil war are starting to look more real than ever before. One of the things that's going on in the church that's very similar to, it sounds like a civil war, is what's going on with Pope Francis. The latest about fiducia supplicans anyway, he's come out swinging. He said that his opponents on the issue of blessing of homosexual couples are from small ideological groups, and reminds me actually of something our Prime Minister here in Canada said. During the COVID crisis, Trudeau called those who would be against vax mandates and everything also fringe ideological groups. And actually, Francis sounds exactly the same when he's talking about these small ideological groups. But if you list, as did Andreas Welzer, our reporter at LifeSite who covered this story, the number of cardinals, the number of holy and faithful priests that opposed fiducia supplicans, it was truly remarkable. But even beyond that, Francis gives a pass to the Africans. He says, you know, the Africans are a special case because of their culture. Wait a minute. So you're saying that all those African bishops who opposed blessing of same-sex couples, they didn't do it because of the faith. The faith tells them not to bless homosexual couples. No. Only because they're so culturally hemmed in, they can't even pay attention to the faith that surely would have said bless homosexual couples like Francis wants. This is insane. In fact, I think that's racist.
It is racist. How do you get more insulting than that? You're telling African bishops, African clergy, priests, nuns, African laity, many people, many of them still have family members who gave their lives for the faith. In their lifetime, they have martyred members of their own families. What you're saying is these people, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. Their culture, they're backwards. They're backward. Boy, I'll tell you what, I want to see in the kingdom of heaven, when we all get there, where those Africans land up, and where some of our clergy who want these blessings land up. Francis did also something else that's very perturbing. He started out, which he does, it's typical. He does this constantly. He started out saying that the blessing, this blessing, he was going to leave this up to sounded like the maturity of the clergy. The mature, brilliant, enlightened clergy were going to go along with the blessing. And those who couldn't yet, well, they'll die off. All of a sudden, no, that's taken off. No, everybody has to do this. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to do it. And I know a number of priests who have been in contact with me, they're not going to do it. This is not going to happen. I don't know. This is amazing. This is just amazing. It's what I was talking about before with the government, the idea of transformation. He wants to transform the church. You have to transform the church. Put the church in order. It's out of order. It's been out of order for years. Put it back in order. You don't have to transform it. It's fine. It's the mystical body of Christ. It'll get along somehow. But there's something very, very, very wrong. Very wrong. Very wrong, both with our politics, with our American politics especially, and Western. This is going on also in Europe, right? But also with the Catholic Church, and they're hand in hand. And I keep underscoring this to anybody. Don't forget that the enemy of culture, civilization, and sanity are people who attend the Latin Mass, both for our government and for the Vatican. This is incredible. This is just, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I'm serious.
Well, this is the alliance of the deep state and the deep church, right?